Hey guys, so you can see that we're outside Publix and we have got a great class coming up soon that we want to tell you about. But first we are going to show you how we're going to shop and tell you about a recipe that we're going to make right on this video for you to see what kind of things we are cooking up for you. So you ready to mask up and go inside there?
I'm ready.
All right, let's do this.
All right. Hey everyone, it's Daryl Andrews with the Healthy Grocery Store Tour.
And Scarlett Farr with Fitter by Farr.
Hey, we're at Publix this evening, and we are wearing our masks, but we're going to take these off just temporarily so that we can communicate with you guys. But anyway, we're in the grocery store today, and we have a box of Hamburger Helper in our hand here, and I think most of us grew up on this, or at least are familiar with cooking this for our families. But today we're going to look at making a much healthier version of Hamburger Helper. So you guys are going to stroll the grocery store aisles with us once again.
All right, but before we stroll the aisles, we're going to look at the ingredient list and the nutrition info on the back of the Hamburger Helper so that you know what's not good about it.
Okay, as you can see, we're looking at a box of Hamburger Helper, and it seems as the years go by, the list of ingredients get longer and not very healthier. So we're looking at this right now, and I'm seeing cornstarch, which spikes your blood sugar. We know sugar does too, and keep in mind that when we're looking at ingredients, the most ingredients are listed first. So that is actually a lot of cornstarch and a lot of sugar in there. And then as we go down, we're seeing that it's got vegetable oil, canola, soybean, and sunflower oil, which is not good for us either. Scarlett, do you see anything in there that kind of sticks out at you?
Well, there's a few words that you don't even know what they are, so
True.
I always stray away from that.
True.
Like the monoglycerides,
Yep.
and sodium phosphate, silicon dioxide. All of those words are not natural.
Exactly, and I really doubt, I really question what that natural flavor is as well. So what we're going to do is we're going to get some better ingredients and make a very healthier version of this.
All right, let's get shopping.
Sure. We're starting off with the meat, which is kind of the base of the recipe. But when choosing meat, we always want to go with grass-fed beef. And this is just an option. Scarlett's going to talk about another option for you as far as vegan goes. But we always want to get something that's grass-fed, no antibiotics, no hormones. We don't want anything that's going to interfere with the endocrine system or the thyroid functioning. But this, for instance, is 100% grass-fed beef, never administered antibiotics or growth hormones. We don't want that stuff in our bodies. And this is 85-15, and it's got some really good clean, natural fat in there.
All right, so some of you might be thinking about trying Meatless Mondays or just experimenting with different things. And we're in Publix tonight, and they sell beefless ground. This is a soy product. I know that Kroger sells a pea protein product, but you don't have to brown this too much. You can just throw it in pretty quick, and it just really has to be cook it from frozen. And it's already scrambled, so all you have to do is heat it up and just put it in a sauce or whatever. So this is a great choice as well, especially if you're trying to give a vegan lifestyle.
Okay, the next thing on the list is our pasta. Of course, regular pasta made with flour is normally not a healthier option these days. Red lentil pasta is something that we normally recommend. And there are some other options as far as different kinds of pastas too. There's some cauliflower pastas out there. But we're going to make our recipe with red lentil pasta, which is made from beans. This is good for a few different reasons. It's very high in protein because it's made from beans. It's gluten-free. And it's just made with simple ingredients. I mean, all that you've got right here is just red lentil flour, which is made out of beans.
And how much fiber does it have?
This particular has, it's also non-GMO, which is good too. The fiber on this per serving, and there's 4.5 servings per container. So per serving, we're looking at 6 grams of fiber.
That's a good number.
Very good number, because normally we want to recommend at least about 30 grams, somewhere around there, fiber per day. So if you're like me, I'm normally going to eat more than one serving. So in something like this, in a serving, you're going to get, at least a third of your daily fiber intake with this right here. So this is good stuff. I really encourage you guys to try some different kind of pasta. All right, so the next ingredient is probably something you guys have not heard of. I know about a year ago, I really had not heard of or ever used anything. This is nutritional yeast seasoning by our friends at Bragg. There's a lot going on in here. It's gluten-free. It's also a vegan option as well, but it's also high in protein. But this is going to give the Healthy Hamburger Helper, along with some other ingredients, kind of that cheesy flavor. But you can use this on salads. Again, this is a great option, and it's very highly nutritious as well. Okay, the next ingredient, everyone, is going to be this organic chicken broth. There's a lot of good stuff going on in this chicken broth. I normally recommend this as part of a daily staple for most of my participants, but just by itself, this is going to help reduce inflammation. It's going to help with joint health as well. So we're going to use this in our Healthy Hamburger Helper. Okay, in my hands, I'm holding something that normally no one has a problem with putting in their food, and I hope this makes everyone happy, but I'm talking about cream cheese. We know cream cheese makes everything so much better, and this kind of surprises some people whenever you're using this, as a better nutritional option. But the reason why we suggest this is because it's loaded with a lot of good fat, and it's low carb. So it's not going to spike your blood sugar. It's going to make our Healthy Hamburger Helper even richer and taste better. And we're not going to use the 1/3 fat option, which is down here as well. We're going to use the real deal Philadelphia cream cheese. So one of the last ingredients here that we're going to talk about is heavy whipping cream. Along with the cream cheese, normally no one has a problem putting this in their recipes. Again, low carb, lots of good fat in there, and it's just going to add to the flavor of our Healthy Hamburger Helper.